I'm cooking again. I'm starting to feel this pressure coming up from my chest into my nose. Oh, and it's strange because, like, I keep wanting to say something. So, here I am. Before I took a nap earlier, I was hearing a song, and here I am again. Some days I'm just, they really got a lot to say. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miriam. I'm an intuitive. I'm an oracle. I speak with the angels. I listen to numbers. And two songs that came to me were "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, Please Stick to the Rivers and the Ways that you used to," and then immediately followed by "If it'll fall my way, God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right path, baby. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way." And so there was something that was given to you at a young age, and maybe even something that, like, people were like, "Don't do that, quit doing that." Maybe you're like so loving and giving, but quit being so giving. People are gonna take advantage of you, and all you do, like, because you believe in people, you believe in that people can be good, and so you give people every chance to be good because you can see the greatest in them, and so sometimes that can make you really frustrated because you're just doing your best to help people along the way and believe in people along the way when they're not even believing in themselves. And the thing is, too, during those times when you were steady believing in all those people, you weren't listening to yourself. Even though you were believing in them and what they said, you were still being told something else. And perhaps it's because your relationship with your intuition at a young age was kind of like severed, or not really severed, but deformed. Like, wearing shoes that were too small for too long while you grew through them, and then, like, and you would, like, sleep in your shoes, and so now your toes and your feet have, like, are cramped. That's quite the visual. But that's kind of like what was happening with your intuition. Like, you were trying to use it, and people would tell you other things, so then you wouldn't trust your own intuition. And maybe you were lied to a lot, because it made to seem gullible, but you weren't gullible. They were just really good liars, and you weren't a liar, so you assumed that they were telling the truth. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with dealing with a liar. And then eventually you get older and you start lying, and you become the liar, and you see how gullible people can be, There is something that was given to you. Something about your personality specifically that people say all the time, and maybe even consider something that they didn't want you to have, or they were protecting you from. Maybe you've been protecting yourself from your gift. So you're scared of it because you're worried that it's going to come with some other consequence that is not meant to be purely yours. So if you have it, then the other shoe will drop. The other shoe will drop. The other shoe will drop. And what do I say? I say this a lot. If another shoe is dropping, that means you're walking forward. That means you're going forward. Like, I don't understand why that's a bad saying. I don't know why people are like, oh, well, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, is it because, like, we're mice or something, or bugs, or we're afraid to get squished by a shoe? Is it raining shoes? Like, I'm sure there is some type of source, but let the other shoe drop and keep it moving. Keep it walking. Oh gosh, the pressure's going down a little bit. Like, almost as soon as I started recording, I had less pressure in my face. I've been having it in my eye too, like this, like feeling like I have to, like, look, tell them something. I've already told y'all stuff today, so I figured I was off the clock. But I would rather sit here and record a message real quick than feel the way that feels. And I think maybe there's something going on with you. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of pressure, that you're under a lot of pressure right now. And there may be people in your life who are putting you under pressure. 505 on my service, I say this. There may be people who have a lot of expectations of you. More than anything, you can let them down. You can let them down. They can have expectations. You also have expectations for yourself that are built on other people's expectations sometimes. Like, I want to say this in the way that so you can be free of, nobody needs you to do a thing for them. Nobody needs you to do any specific thing for them. A lot of times people will try and get you to do stuff for them, like healing wise. The only thing that you need to do is do what is for you. Do it for yourself. Do what is for yourself in a way that is doing no harm, that is not lying to yourself, that is not stealing anything. You're not taking moments of people's lives, you're not taking people's energy, you're not stealing their money, you're not doing, you moving in that way. And it's only because, I mean, you can move in whatever way you want. You can break those rules. You can do harm. You can steal. You can do all that if you want to. You just have to not, you just don't get to have peace of mind. And in some way, but even keeping track of what people owe you is a waste of energy. Because if you're keeping track of what people owe you, then all you know is that people are keeping track of what you owe them. And so what are you going to do? You're going to make sure that you're paying them. And then you know what else you're going to do? You're going to worry to make sure that you paid them. Stop worrying about what people owe you. But if I don't get what I'm owed, then I can't pay what I owe. And it's like that with energy too. Whenever you're whenever you're guiding the grace in your journey, guided in grace through your journey, guided in grace through your journey, again and again, nothing else, guided in grace through your journey. I don't know what that means. Um, but it sounds like it's just that again and again. So be guided in grace in your journey. I'm gonna get back to cooking and do whatever I do for the night. And much love.